What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Voiceless Podcast. I'm Cameron Glum on here with
24K Logan.
And today we're reacting to Deadpool 3, the Wolverine Deadpool thing. Shoot, what's it called? Deadpool 3?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, Deadpool Wolverine, okay. And, starring Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, shout out to both of them. I like Deadpool 1, so, this is kind of a little 360 moment. So.
And Logan is one of the greatest Marvel movies ever.
Yeah.
So, we don't expect nothing but greatness. So, without further ado, let's do this shit.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one.
All right, trade it
and then
on.
I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
Oh, shit.
The iconic outfit.
Yep. From the
I'm about
comics.
to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Dang! Oh!
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Oh, shit.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking
Is that
about.
Ant-Man?
Yep, it sure is.
Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
You want to build a snowman?
Yes.
The day I graduate.
That was lit. I seen Ant-Man, so I guess Paul Rudd's also in it, probably. He plays
Yep.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I did have a question.
What up?
And I'm asking this because I didn't read the comics as much as you did growing up.
Okay.
The way that I learned about all this Marvel stuff is by watching the films, going back to Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. I'm a 2000s kid. Shout out Tobey Maguire. But anyway, of course, in the movie Logan, spoiler alert, I'm sure all y'all have seen it by now, he died.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
wondering why he's here?
Yeah.
I think it's some little multiverse thing,
Okay.
and I think it's like a different universe. That's why he's wearing that outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also if I'm not mistaken, it's in the MCU. If I'm not mistaken, it's based in this is like the first rated R MCU movie. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all this
no,
works.
not the first rated R MCU.
No, MCU. The other
Oh,
one was
okay.
Marvel. This
Yeah.
first MCU.
Okay, yeah, good point.
I think they consider this MCU if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, kind of like at the beginning of the video, as soon as you heard the F word, you said this is rated R.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing it like that because you got Logan and you have Deadpool.
Yeah.
And you let these guys be raw, unfiltered, not politically correct all the time. There's a fine line between humor or dark humor and straight up disrespect, and I think they don't cross that line.
Yeah.
two great actors.
1,000%.
One of the greatest. I mean, yeah, they're a part of one of the greatest, like, single Marvel movies in recent years.
Hands down.
Of the century. I'll just say of the century. Of all time, rather.
Yeah.
Logan is one of the greatest Marvel movies of all time, and, you know, Deadpool is Deadpool. I mean,
Yeah.
so.
But also, like, they're, like, really the only kind of hero. Not the only heroes, but they're one of the heroes that actually, like, kills as well. Because, you know,
Exactly.
Wolverine, you see what he has, so it's, like, more likely going to kill somebody. With that, Deadpool has guns. And I like how you mentioned, you know, you like the rated R thing. So I like how they're bringing back the Punisher as well. And if you ever watched the Punisher series, you know how raw and gritty that was. Shout out to John Bernthal, you know, that
Facts.
is legendary with all of that. And that's why I respect the whole... I don't know. I just like the little TVMA thing because you can use all the material you need to use. You can say what you need to say. There's nothing holding you back. It's like, oh, can I write that in there? Will the people not put this out in streaming services? So it's like, you know, I like seeing that.
Exactly. And another thing I want to talk about, what cameo... Oh, I wanted to ask you, what cameos could we expect? Because we saw Ant-Man. That
I see the
actually
fall
caught me off
run, so
guard.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Do you think we get... And it's kind of a reach. Do you think we get Tom Holland Spider-Man?
They would
or
have been... Somebody would have been noticed that. So I think that's a...
I'm not sure because we didn't notice Toby and Andrew.
Everybody
became-
was saying it the
It
week
became
of.
predictable and kind of obvious, but there was no actual photo or any leaks or proof of them being on the set. Nobody knew about it until they actually went into the movies and saw it, or there started to be spoilers on Twitter and whatnot.
Or they made it official. I don't know if they had any
They didn't
posters.
make it. They didn't make an. Well, they did.
I can't remember if any posters confirmed anything. I cannot remember. Don't quote me on that.
From what I remember, the posters came out like
After.
weeks after. Yeah, weeks after they had the poster boards, and it was no longer a secret. So
I mean, if there is any cameos, it might just be some post-credit scene building up to the next movie, because I know they've been trying this thing and then all this Marvel stuff. I mean, everybody doesn't like Marvel after Endgame.
I'm glad that you brought that up. This was the last point that I wanted to make. I'm not saying this movie is the end-all, be-all, but I do think when you have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, aka Logan, and you have Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, two great actors, two great characters, you bring them together, this is how you kind of revive Marvel. Because I'm one of those people, while I don't think that Marvel has completely fell off, I do think that there has been a significant change post Endgame. We've had some hits, you know, with the Tom Holland Spider-Man, Guardian of the Galaxy, a few others.
Love and Thunder. I'm joking.
God, no.
I still gotta finish the movie because, man, I fell asleep that day when I watched it.
Anyway, there's a reason why you fell asleep. But with all that being said, this is how you bring Marvel back into... I don't even want to say it's prime. This is just how Marvel kind of reinvents itself in a way, along with the Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
I guess we can look at that because you think of what Tom Holland... You think of No Way Home, and then you think of Deadpool Wolverine. It's a fan service at the end of the day.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
it's like they're giving out a fan service, and that fan services only help so much. 'Cause just people's gonna come back to these movies, but ultimately, where they're gonna go with the writing, you know, the video games, they've been up and down. I don't know if I'm not gonna speak on it, but the Insomniac leaks, there was like a bunch of Marvel games that's gonna come out in a few years predicted. The show, the little miniseries and the cartoons. I mean, the X-Men '97, which kind of relates to this a little bit.
Yep.
I watched a little bit of it
I gotta get started on that.
Yeah, there was X-Men back in the '90s, which I'm get on, but there's also the '97 little. It continues off after '97,
Exactly.
so it's like, you know, I see Marvel trying, you know, but then
to
there's,
reinvent itself.
Yeah.
Because they hear us.
but then there's up and downs, like what people been hating on, like What If Season 2 or She-Hulk or.
Yep.
Or the Secret Invasion. So,
I wasn't a fan of the She-Hulk.
The Marvels, Madam Web. So it shows that Marvel has been dropping some low quality stuff or low quality. I haven't watched all of this stuff, but these are the things that people have been hating on. So
Yeah.
that's just my 2 cents.
But overall, we're ready for this to come out. Like I said, July 26th, this is the day I graduate.
Yeah.
And it seems like the best Marvel movies always come out spring and summer. So looking forward to this. Guys, we know that we have been lacking the film and television content as of lately, but we have plenty of classic movie reviews coming up later on throughout the year. So we're getting back to the film content. But as we said early on in this channel, we are a pop culture podcast. We not only talk about film and television, but we talk about music, we talk about sports. We haven't talked a whole lot about gaming, but we're going to get to that as well. So we just try to keep you guys as entertained as much as possible with anything pop culture related. But all in all, we appreciate everybody for watching. We appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn those post notifications on so you can see when we post. And until next time, peace and love to everybody.